Okay, so today I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how to go ahead and well, use Magisk and a few other plugins and stuff, and you have to run a command on your terminal to use Google Pay, because I mean, I'm sure y'all know that whenever you have a custom ROM or your phone's rooted, the security restrictions are really high, and they do not want you using a rooted device or anything of the sort when it comes to making purchases and stuff. And there's probably a pretty good reason for that. But yeah, so we're not going to worry about that now. Simple fact, because guys like us, sometimes we don't obey all the rules, right? So, now, so what we're going to do here is, as you can see, I got my phone on the left-hand side. I'm going to drag down the bar here. Go down here. And I'm going to go ahead and look for a way to lock my screen in the on position so I can show you all this better without it being, you know, completely stopped all the time, so I can't show you anything. So screen, let's see, screensaver, no, display, screen timeout, here we go. After 1 minute of activity, so you know what, I'm going to go ahead and change this over to 30, because I just like to turn my off whenever I want anyway, right? Okay, so let me go ahead, first things first, we're going to go ahead and download and install Magisk. So to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to do download Magisk right here. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to find Magisk v25.2.apk. Now, whenever you go here, the version might be different. I don't know. The last time they updated was back last year in 2022. So you're going to right click, copy address, right? Or copy the address, you know, just copy link address. And if you're on Windows, you know, just click it, download, save the location. Linux, you know, if you're on Linux, you're probably using the terminal more than the GUI like I am, so you're probably going to type in wget like this and like that. Alright, so now, after you downloaded that, I had two of them, right? Now this is the part that, now, believe it or not, you're going to want to go ahead and change this APK. So you can go ahead and you can install this application onto your phone just by running it, right? And it will install, but it won't do the full install procedure. So if you change it to a zip, now this may be different with some different phones or not, but generally this is the way you do it across from, you know, most phones. So I'm gonna show you right here. So you're gonna do is MV Magisk like this, that way, and we're gonna go ahead and rename it. So now it's renamed to Magisk dash v25.2 blah 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 blah, right? So now that we did that, what will we do next, right? So you do ADB Reboot Recovery, right? And this is gonna go ahead and kill this little screen, but I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you anyway. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and do ADB Reboot Recovery. Okay. Now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go to let's see here. So right now y'all can't see the screen, right? So let's go ahead and see if I can get SCY up, because that screen you're looking at for the phone on the left, it's old, it froze because we just, you know, we booted into ADB, we rebooted, but we're still gonna be in, I mean, we rebooted into recovery using the ADB reboot command. So let me go ahead and see here, SCR, ADB TCP IP 555. Advanced. Okay, now mount recovery, reboot to recovery, reboot. Alright, reboot to bootloader. Fast reboot to bootloader, reboot to recovery, mount system, view recovery logs. Okay. So, I can't show y'all that way. So, what I'm going to go ahead and show y'all is I'm just going to show y'all the command right now. So, what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to do, the command you're going to do is you're going to type in ADB Sideload, and you're just going to type that. And that's going to be the command, right? So, you're going to reboot into your recovery after you do an ADB Reboot Recovery, right? And, now, most phones, you'll just be able to sideload it after it reboots in recovery. Sometimes you have to enable ADB, or sometimes you have to click on Apply Update. But one of the prerequisites for this is you are going to have to make sure you have some type of custom recovery on your phone that's not limited to the packages that you're loading, right? As long as your custom recovery is not limiting the packages that you're uploading, then Magisk, when it gets siloed as a zip, is, more than likely, I'd say, 80+% of the time is going to be able to apply those things correctly. So, for example, if I was to just install the app on my Oneplus 6T, what would happen is it would install the app, but it wouldn't modify the boot.image file. So whenever you boot the phone, you'd still be booting with the incorrect boot.image file, and you wouldn't have the correct root access and a few other things. So whenever you change the app to a zip, I know it sounds like overly simplified, and you're like, how can just changing this? I guess because the way it's packaged similarly. So whenever you're pushing it through your recovery, it's able to actually execute all the commands because it has proper access to the phone's internal memory whenever you're sideloading it through the custom recovery. So after you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to reboot the phone. Sorry guys, I couldn't show you the part. I mean, I could sideload it for you, but it's kind of pointless because it's just going to show like a progress bar and then it's going to be done, and then I'm going to reboot back into the system, so I'm not showing you all that part. That's how you do it. Okay, well, yeah, I probably didn't need this. Because, yeah, it was already like that, wasn't it? I didn't need it, did I? So, okay. Anyway, back to business here. So after you have that installed, right, you're going to go ahead and look for your Magisk app, right? So we're just typing Magisk, right? And you're going to come here. Now, over here, what you want to go ahead and do is, after you do that, you should have these enabled. Right, so you should have 2.52 here, is Disk enabled here, RAM disk enabled here. You're gonna have your latest application. It's gonna show your app here. Okay, so anyway, when you get here, and just make sure you can double reinstall the app. I mean, you can double reinstall the app right here. You're not gonna have to mess with this, but you may have to reinstall the app right here, right? Now, after you confirm that, you're gonna go over the settings. Now, this part is important, so keep it on mind. What you're going to go ahead and do is right here. You may or may not have to do that. I didn't have to do that. Now this part is important. Run parts of Magisk in the Zygote daemon. Right? You're going to want to make sure that's enabled. By default, it's not. Now it may or may not be if they do a version upgrade, but right now it's not. Then right here where it says enforce denialist, you're going to want to make sure that is checked too. Right? And then you're going to want to go ahead and configure the deny list right here. And this is what you're going to do. So anything with banking or anything like that, or Google, what you're going to want to do is put a checkbox. So put a checkbox because it's a deny list, right? So check, check, check. If I click this once you do the check here, there's going to be 3 other sub boxes that will have a bulletin you can check that would also confirm those too. So you're going to want to make sure that's done as well. Yeah. After that, you're going to scroll down. Here's another one, like Frostbank. I didn't add that. I hate Frostbank. Don't get them. Do not get them. Their security is the most ridiculous banking security I've ever seen. Like, if you move your eye wrong or blink, you're going to get locked out of your account. So, Frost right there. Then you're going to scroll down. You know, do the same thing. I'll do the one with PayPal too. You know, why not? Yeah. Right. Now, you're going to go back. So your deny list is going to be good, right? So also you can do some show system apps here. Now, I'm doing this on like the latest current release of Android. This is on Lineage version 20, so this is like, you know, the latest and greatest. So it's working here. And they're pretty strict compared to, you know, some of the earlier Android versions. So anyway, you go down here too and, you know, just show the system apps, see if there's any system apps you want to go ahead and, you know, stop all that. Now, this is semi-important, right? Okay, so we're done there, and then yeah, all this is good. That's all good. Right, now what you're gonna go ahead and do is you're gonna go over to modules. See where it says these two? I got Magisk hide procs config, and I got universal safety net fix. Now this part's important. You're gonna need these two, and then there's one last part after that's the very most important. I'll show you that, and I'll tell you why. Because without it, it ain't going. So, you're gonna go back over into Google, or you can be in GitHub. I guess I could have stayed in GitHub, but I didn't. So you're gonna do Magisk, Magisk proc. Just type in there like procs. GitHub, you know, or something like that. Alright. Wait, what's it again? Maybe I forgot. Let me go back over here. Exit out of that. I gotta do that. Okay. Now, where's it at? Okay, here it is. Right one, right? So you're gonna make sure you download this, right? So you're just gonna download it, you know, la-di-di-da, go over to the releases, you know, just click it, you know, right click, copy your link address, and then you do wget, you're gonna insert it, wget Magisk hide props config right there, and you're just gonna download it, right? And then you're gonna do a wget, yeah. Same thing with the other one. Now you're gonna go to safety net, so you're gonna get this one. Safety net, universal safety net. So this is gonna say as a module to work around Google's Play, safety net and Play integration, blah 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 blah. Same thing, right? The other one's unmaintained. This one's maintained, but you're gonna be getting both of them. And then you're gonna go wget this. You're gonna go ahead and wget that there, right? So now you got both of them, right? Safety net fix, that one, they're both there. Now after you got those two, what you're gonna want to do is you're simply gonna want to go back over now on your phone, and you're gonna click and well, you're gonna actually place the phone, connect the USB cable, go over to here, and you're gonna simply copy and paste those. And you're going to want to make sure whenever you connect your phone via USB, you said it's a file transfer mode. You're going to put it in file transfer mode, and you're going to click on the MTP, you know, if it shows as an MTP device, and you're going to click on it right there, and you're just going to copy and paste those two sets of files over, right? You're going to safety net fix before and the other one, right? And then on your phone, you're going to click install from storage, and you're simply going to click these two and install them. Now, what's going to happen probably after that, if you have not rebooted your phone yet, it's probably going to have a little message down here saying blah blah blah, something is not enabled. Well, you did enable it, because if you followed the instructions right, well, and if you didn't have any magical hiccups or anything like that, this one, when you enable it, it's going to require a reboot, so you're going to have to reboot it, right? So after that, Magisk hide props config, and this one, so these two are going to be enabled. Reboot the device, re-get in the Magisk app, confirm you don't have any errors here, confirm this is all good, it looks fine and dandy, and make sure it looks good as, I don't know, well, I'll stay away from that one, but just go ahead and make sure it looks good to go. Then go into your settings, you know, double check this, make sure, you know, this is set right, you know, and your apps are blocked. Now we're going on to the most important part, right? So you're going to want Termux, right? Termux. Now, the reason you're going to want Termux, because you're going to want to need to use this with root access, right? So in order to get Termux, the best way to do it is Fdroid, right? So you want Fdroid. Let me show you the best way to get Fdroid. We'll do it straight from here. You know, and you can download those two other ones without going through the computer and drag and drop them on the USB cable. You know, it's also easier if you just, SafetyNet GitHub. Alright, so you can do it like this, and you can do it the same way. You just click the link here, and this is actually a simpler way, and you can just go ahead and you can download the same thing this way, right? Oops. You can download the same thing this way, right? And you just go to releases, and you get the latest released, same thing, right? You just get the releases, you do the same thing, right? And you're good. You can do that way, or you can do the computer way. Whichever way you think is easier. I like them both. I guess whichever one, Google issues huge free upgrade to billions of users. Check your account now for instant boost. Interesting. Nice. Alright, so. Nice. Okay, so these are all my tabs open. Let's go ahead and get out of there. Yeah. Okay, so after you do that, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is you're going to want to go ahead and make sure this part, so, oh yeah, Termux. I'm sure you already know what that is and you know how to get it, but if you don't, I forgot to show you, get to this part. You're going to go ahead and do Fdroid GitHub. Alright. Now, you go over here. You see where it says Fdroid right here? And you're going to want to make sure you download the latest Fdroid. Now, you can either get it from the site, or you can get it from the repository, right? And it's just a simple APK file. So you're just going to get it and install it. I don't even really want to show you all how to do this right now, because I don't know, I think I'd just be slightly annoyed if you didn't know how to install an APK file from the internet. But, Fdroid.apk, GitHub. We'll do this one. Or, better yet, I'll go over here. I'm using the phone out of ADB wireless, so it's a little sluggish. Fdroid, but it's right. There you go. Fdroid.apk. There you go. There's an even easier way. You just download it. You scan the little QR code. And if you need to go to church, all hell will break loose after you click it, and your phone will shut down, and you lose all your contacts and everything. Then you need to go to church. So, but hopefully that doesn't happen to you. Hopefully when you click this, a little Fdroid.apk icon will come up. I mean, a little download window, and you'll be able to download it and click on it, install it on your phone, right? And that's how it should work, So, after that, what you're gonna go ahead and do is you're going to go ahead and let me see here. Now you go into Fdroid, right? And now you look for Termux, and you just install it, right? So if you installed your Magisk properly with your custom recovery, and you did Termux, and you installed off Fdroid. Oh, one thing you don't know with Fdroid, the first time you run it, it's going to look like it's broken, and it's not going to show any apps. It's because it has to update the repository, and sometimes it can take like 30 minutes for the app to even work. I don't know why. I've installed it multiple times. It's done it like every time to me. So just in case you're wondering, like, why isn't this thing working? You just got to wait for the repository to update and sync with your phone. Okay. Anyway, now you're going to go on here and you're going to type in SU. Now, this is the most important part of the process, and you're going to want to type procs, or proc. Is it proc or procs? Or what the heck did I type last time? No. Props. Yeah, you're going to type props. So when you type props here, you're going to get this list up, right? It's going to say checking list version, fingerprints, edit device, fingerprint, device simulation, edit Magisk, hide props. Okay, you're going to forget about everything you see on the screen, at least for this, and you're going to do one thing. You're going to want to go to edit device fingerprint, right? So you're going to want to go to 1 here. And right here, you're going to see Oneplus, blah, 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 key, blah, 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 right? The original value is a Oneplus 60, blah, 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 based on Android 9, alright? So, you know, what is Lineage using? Anyway, the Android version here actually doesn't matter too much. In fact, they didn't even have my Android version listed. But what happens is whenever you reset, whenever you pick a certificate fingerprint for your, what you're doing is you're regenerating the fingerprints. I'll just do this. I'll do this again so you can see it. Anyway, then you do that, then you pick your brand. I don't really want to do this again, but I'll do it. Actually, I don't want to do this part because I don't want to mess up my current setup. So I'm just telling you how to do it. And then you're going to go to OnePlus or whatever your phone brand is. You're going to hit it and look for the latest. And then after that, it will show you, you know, what Android version is. It doesn't have to match. Just pick the newest one and pick it. Right? And I'm just going to exit out of that. Now, the reason you're doing that is because whenever you're regenerating that certificate with a thumbprint, it does something in the back where it probably generates a new key, a new this. But for me, that was absolute mandatory must to do that and able to get it to stop that error from coming up when it said, you know, like Gpay right here. And you go to add the card, and the card won't add. Right? And see, right now it's asking me for thumbprint. Okay, right. So right there, tap and pay. Now I can click tap and pay, go like that, you know, and you can add a card to your wallet. See, I got my Dustin Fix-It PC. It's all nice and pretty. It's kind of cool looking. I like it. It's cool, right? And you can just, you know, whatever. Also, another thing is you cannot use this with an enterprise Google account. So if you have any type of enterprise business or Google account, I don't know why it doesn't make sense to me, because you'd think if you have employees, you know, and you've got like 10 of them hired, they're all under your corporate account, you want them to go around and use your card stuff, but they don't have it on there. I don't know why yet. Maybe there's a reason for it. They'll probably be there later. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to go over to here, and you're going to see where it says that. You're going to say add your card and you're done. That's pretty much it. So anyway, if you like the video, like and subscribe, buy me a cup of coffee. And that will be good for me, you know, just show some support. That's if the information, hey, look, it's 111. I love that number. I don't know why, but it seems to appear to me a lot. Anyway, if you like the information and it's good, buy me a cup of coffee, help me out. Any bit of generosity towards any of my information I'm giving you is greatly appreciated, most humbly. Anyway, like and subscribe. Out. Okay.